an Erasmus Plus exchange. We did it in Maiella Mountain, which is near Pescara. We got 5 countries from all over Europe. We were Turkey, Greece, Bulgaria, Italy and Spain. We were there for 7 days and the topic was youth democracy, which was also connected to vegan lifestyle. But now I would like to ask you a couple of questions about the democracy in Europe, which is connected to the European Union.
Okay.
So where are you coming from?
I'm from Bulgaria.
Okay.
Milan.
I'm from Bulgaria. And what is it?
So first, you're from Geneva, right?
Yeah.
And what is the type of government there, and do you support it?
It's like more like in Italy we have the type of sinistra, which it means on the left, on the right side, which is two different type of mind. In Geneva we have more on the right side, which is also the basement of the government we have right now with Giorgia Meloni.
Yeah.
And I'm not really involved in politics or something like this, but I'm more on the left side of the, like, I really don't know, we have the right part thinks more is conservative, thinking about like the old people, so they don't think much of the progress for the youngest like me, for the involving some, you know, money in university or specific type of this, but thinking about most like touristic places, old people, saving money like this.
Yeah.
The type of the government in your country, what is the type, like left or right?
Currently, okay, in Italy now it's more oriented to the right. The last government now is right, but we have quite a few years of left.
Democratic government with we had currently elections and we had a coalition between 3 leading parties forming the government.
Democratic parliament. Okay, and do you support the type of the government?
Democratic, yes. In our case, the parliament that we have currently, no. I think maybe we need a new type of system, but still it's like the style, like the political style, it should be democratic.
It is hard to say. It was reformistic government, but in the end, how it turns out, the situation is that a lot of the changes that were expected to happen are not taking place. So it's hard to say. It still have been just a couple of months, so it's about to see.
How are you personally orientated?
So it's difficult, let's say, I'm no more oriented left or right, let's say. I just prefer follow each topic and see if I agree or not with what the government is proposing.
What kind of system you think it will be better?
I think maybe for Bulgaria, in our case, maybe presidential republic will be a better, at least for the time being, because we are so divided within like the country politically and also in terms of like ideologies between like the society. So we need someone to unite us and just give us a direction so we can like continue the development like focused on one target rather than being split up on multiple different fronts and like always arguing between European Union, Russia and America. Like, no, we need to solve our own problems first, like within the country.
And do you think that the president who is now in charge is the best person to do that? Or?
I'm not quite sure about that. I think we need someone that could, because he has like the authority, but I'm not quite sure that he will have like the skills to lead everyone at this point, because it's quite chaotic currently.
And could you tell us if you're a proud member of the European Union? How do you feel? Do you support their values and their goals?
Yes. In theory, the goals of the Europe is say all the countries belonging to Europe should follow European say trajectory. Sometimes there is a feeling that maybe some countries are a bit left behind with respect to the others. So it is important that all the countries are, say, equally receiving the same benefits, let's say.
Yes, it gave me so many opportunities. Like I also been to several Erasmus projects. I'm studying abroad. Like and all the traveling, it's so much easier. And I have my scholarship and everything like I can wish for at this point in my life. It's greatly given by the European Union.
Pro-European, and even I think that if we got into the European zone quicker, and if we adopt the euro, it will even strengthen our banking system. So I would think the European Union cannot help to solve our internal issues, but definitely being a member of the European Union, I think it's helping a lot.
Okay.
Do you think that young people support more the European Union than older people?
Yeah, I think younger support more.
Why?
I don't know, maybe. Okay, the youngest, of course, was born already in this idea of Europe altogether, but maybe the oldest generation are more like
Nostalgic to the
nostalgic
old
to their yes.
Do you vote, and what's your opinion on elections?
Yes, I definitely vote, and I think that giving your vote always is a better option than not going to vote.
Do you think maybe voting should be obligatory for people above 18 in
yes,
Bulgaria?
I do think so. I do think so. It will solve a lot of issues with the sold votes, and basically paying or obliging some groups to vote against their will, let's say. So it will definitely solve a lot of, let's say, distortions that are currently taking place.
I never voted before because most of the time I'm an exchange student in different parts of Italy. So when you are not in your country, so not in your little city, you can vote from another part of Italy. It's much easier voting when you are outside Italy because you can go just asking to make some letters and go by post. But it's much different like if you are, I don't know, maybe if you are in Rome, but you vote from Genova, you can vote in Rome for your city, also if the election are within this period. You can just vote when you are there in that time without any kind of... It's very difficult.
Yeah.
Yes, I vote, and I believe especially for the young people it's really important to vote because we are the ones that are gonna have to deal with the situation in the next years. Like although now, like I don't know, like in Bulgaria, like the political actors are like old, let's say. They like from 20 years ago, still like maybe our parents know them, but we are the ones that are gonna make a change. So by voting, we can indicate to these political actors where they need to focus their energy on, and I believe we are the ones with the new thinking, like more democratic, open-minded, so we are the ones that have to start the change.
And is it easy to vote when you're a student abroad?
It is actually, yes. I voted in Milano last time. It was super easy because you have all the information online. Also, if you have Bulgarian friends, they're gonna let you know. Like there is one school, like we go to the Bulgarian school in Milano, so it's super easy, and the people there are nice.
The election days, is it easy to go to vote? Do you have
I think that especially the youngest now, many of them do not want to go to vote anymore. At least in Italy, let's say maybe because especially the young do not link a lot with one party or another, so they just maybe prefer not to go to vote. So the percentage of people going to vote is kind of slowing down in time, lowering.
Okay.
Yeah, I vote anyway.
Do you feel safe and protected by the European Union?
Maybe mostly by the NATO Union, not specifically the European Union. But yeah, considering the state of our warfare and of our army, actually, yes, definitely being member of NATO helps a lot.
Yes, this question is connected to the war that's currently happening in Ukraine. Do you think that it can affect Bulgaria in any kind of way?
It is affecting, and of course we have a direct border, a sea border with Russia. So it's definitely affecting. Hopefully it will not spill outside of the current war zone of Ukraine, but definitely economically, in terms of immigration coming from Ukraine, it is already affecting Bulgaria and the entire European Union. Then considering the absolutely unexpected inflation, and I've seen that so far it's like very high, so it's affecting a lot, and we're about to see how it will end.
Okay. And last question, what difficulties do you think the European Union is facing right now?
Well, a lot of difficulties, first and foremost, like everywhere around the world, inflation, surging inflation, then there's some kind of a segmentation between the, let's say, let's say the European West and the pro-nationalist countries like Hungary, probably even Bulgaria in some place. We have pro-nationalist parties here. So all those nationalist movements are actually like dividing the European Union, and some changes that have to take place. But yeah, I would say segmentation and then inflation maybe.
So Europe is a safe place. I think, we know what is happening between Ukraine and Russia. I think as a member of the Italy and Europe, we feel also protected because we belong to the NATO. So it's like, okay, even if the conflict is quite it's very close actually, but we still feel very protected. Yes. We consider it just limited in that region, not spread to Europe.
To be honest, I don't feel threatened in general. Like, if I'm threatened for my physical safety, which I don't believe it's like European Union's role to protect it. I think it's the country I'm in that has to protect it. And I'm gonna say something controversial. European Union has this ideology for like inclusivity and like for being open to the whole world in a way, which also in the case of Italy brings a lot of immigrants, which unfortunately most of the cases are not safe. Like I'm an immigrant in this country, but at the same time, a lot of the other immigrants that are outside of the European Union are quite aggressive. So in these cases, I don't feel protected, but as I said, they don't come from the European Union, so.
Okay, and what difficulties does the European Union have to face in your opinion?
Finding a balance between inclusivity and having some regulations and rules. Like, it's one thing to be open-minded and to want to communicate with everyone and to bring everyone together, and it's another thing also to have order. It's a balance between the two.
Very European Union, yes, but not always from Italy, because they have a very different mind about like LGBT community or something like this, who I am in, so it's very difficult about it.
Yeah, okay. And what difficulties does the European Union have to face, in your opinion?
Maybe specifically in Italy, we have many problems with yeah, always LGBT rights. Also, we have something like the inflation, which is very high.
Yeah.
So maybe something who can help us to confront about it. So it will be easier for us, also young people like me who are living alone and need to the fact to maybe they can't go up to the mount. So very, very difficult.
Okay, thank you so much. That was
Thank you
it.
so much.
Thank you so much.